that where the belief of, or the story of Adam and Eve came from? That he was alone, and but he wasn't complete because there was.
Because so out of Adam supposedly the rib was taken, and but that's an analogy to say that from one there became two. But how many were there?
There was only one.
There was only one.
And the problem was the tree of knowledge, eating
Exactly.
from the tree of knowledge.
All that means is the tree of knowledge, if you look, it just means that at that place is what we just talked about earlier.
Thought.
But it's self-explanatory. So I mean, the Bible is full of analogies that are perfect. The problem is, it's like everything else, it's full of complete
Interpretation.
baloney. But inside all of it, there are some pearls. If you took the entire Bible and you read the Bible, every word from start to finish, and you threw it away, that's the key. You throw it away, you're left with only one thing: the possibility for love. That's all. Because that's all it says. Just one word. You get that?
Mm-hmm.
But once you are complete and you're perfect, then you will look around and see that you're not complete.
Yeah. But you'll be perfect.
Yeah. Well, I'm just recalling the experience that I had of being in this place physically and mentally completely alone, and where everything was alive. There was nothing but me and all this beauty. And I recall looking around, and saying, he's not here.
Exactly.
There was.
So if you ever do discover this place of perfection, then from there, which is 100%. So you guys that have known me for a little while, you hear me say I'm perfect. You ask me how I am, what do I say?
Perfect.
Perfect. If you ask me how I'm doing, what do I say?
Perfectly.
Perfectly. Each time that's a creation of that. That is, Fred, what you asked earlier. That is the place of birth where you're born from. But it's not the place of birth where you're born from. What is it?
I know.
It's that place, 65 in my case, 65 years grown or shrunk or moved to the right or moved to the left. It's 65 years removed. So it is whatever that new now. So there's another word for perfect. Whatever that new now is, in that now is what you are in perfection, when you're perfect. If I say perfect on Monday, am I perfect on Friday?
Well,
No.
yeah, well,
No, because there's all of that that's happened between Monday and Friday.
but aren't you perfect all the time?
No, because that would be continuum, wouldn't it?
It's only
So-
perfect in that moment.
In that moment.
When you say
When
that
you say it,
when I am-
linguistic.
But every now that you say that you're perfect,
That's creating a new
you're
perfect.
perfect
Exactly.
in that now.
That's
But you
it.
can only ever say it in the now.
Exactly.
Yes.
You can't say, I'll be perfect next week.
Exactly. Nor can you say I was perfect last week. You
Well,
can.
you can,
You
but
can, but you wouldn't.
you're
Yeah.
bringing it into the now,
Exactly. So when can you be perfect?
Now.
Right now.
in the moment.
And if you're in the now, you're not perfect.
So
You're just in the now.
Perfect means now,
Now. To be 100% now.
alive.
Alive. That means that you see the flaw. Now, the flaw that we're born with is this ability to be lost in belief.
Yes.
So that is that. Even in the Bible, we talk about the Bible. I'm the biggest nuthead. I keep bringing that idiot book up. In the Bible, it says that we are sinners, that we are born in sin. That's what it means. We are born with a flaw. The flaw is that we will believe. I say transformation is necessary because we're born in that perfection. We are forced into belief. We live our lives until, as Fred said, we get beat to shit out so often, so much, that we discover ourselves from it. Does that mean we go back to our birth and be the little baby? No, it means that we discover perfection in the place of perfection.
There has to be a point of dissatisfaction.
Has to
Complete
be. Complete. A 4x2, as a friend of mine from Australia would say.
But from that point of discovery, then we can use all this great technology that we have learned
That's the time.
from thought.
That's the time. So religion has brought us to today. What do we need to do with it?
Drop it.
Throw it away. Christ brought us to this place.
Kick it.
What do we need to do with it? Her, he, she, it.
Kill
Throw
it
it away.
away.
Because you can't take the next step if you're going to carry the last step. It's hit and drag bob, hit and drag bob. Perfect golf game.
So there's
You
only one
stop it.
step.
Mhm.
There's only
Well,
one step.
one step at a time, obviously.
One step, and that's now.
And that's now. That's now. And the flaw in the now is needed. Let's see if we're all walking together here. Why is the flaw in the now needed? It's needed so that the now can die.
Yeah.
Because where does the now die? In its flaw. Because out of its flaw, a new perfection is born. Or a new now. But if it doesn't die, then what is born? Is not really born.
Believe.
Belief. Or repetition.
So if the now does not die, we're stuck in time.
Time. Exactly. If the flaw doesn't manifest itself, because now is not in time. If you'll notice, now is nowhere in time. You can't.
Now is outside
Outside of time. Yes. Now invented time. Therefore, it was here before time. Isn't this simple?
I understand it perfectly.
See? Have another glass of water. It works.